Hello. So today we're going to be talking about densities and relative densities related to different liquids. But first, what is density? So density is defined as mass divided by volume. So density equals mass divided by volume. And what does that mean? So basically, a certain mass of material or molecule is crammed into a specific volume or space. So a more dense object will have more mass crammed into a specific area, or volume, whereas a lower density object will have less mass crammed into a specific set of volume. And it's basically a ratio of mass to volume for density. So the demo that I have for you today is called the 7-layer density column. I'm going to be displaying it in this tube right here. And the molecules that we're going to be comparing to today, or liquids, is honey. And I'm doing this from most dense to least dense. So we have honey, corn syrup, dish soap, water, vegetable oil, and isopropyl alcohol. And it's 50% isopropyl alcohol. I also color-coded some of these so you can see the differences of them as I put them in this vial, I guess, so that you can see them. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I'll first add the honey, which has it's most dense out of all the liquids that I've chosen. And I'll raise that up to you so you can see it. Alright, so there's the honey. Next we have the corn syrup, which I colored green previously. As you can see, the colors stayed separated, which means that the liquids haven't mixed because they have different densities. Next up, we have the dish soap, which will be least or not as dense as the other two substances which I put in. You can see the blue starting to form, hopefully. Alright, next up is water, which I dyed purple. I don't know if you can tell, but now they might mix at first, but they eventually even out. You can kind of see a darker purple up at the top or darker blue. It's because the water is least not as dense as the dish soap. And next is just the vegetable oil, which is I kept same color, which will appear its original color, so it'll appear like a clear color. I'll take a second there for it to settle. Okay, so the last one I have is the alcohol, which I colored pink, and I didn't realize this when I first set it up, but depending on the type of alcohol you purchase, which this is just rubbing alcohol, the densities can be different depending on the chemical formula. So technically this is supposed to be less dense than the oil, but this particular kind that I bought is not, so it kind of mixed in with the oil. So I guess this is a good experiment to see what liquids are more or least dense, if you did not know, because they would even out. But as you can see, you get this column of different colors, and the colors are for each liquid that have different densities. And it's a really good demo to show or experiment with if you want to understand density better. So yeah, and I did this one earlier, and you can see it's evened out a lot better. So, 7-layer density column. Thanks for watching.